I another not so much an improv this time. I'm working just with voice, just with text. Um, Signs from walls and graffiti. I, I, all not rised parking where res in clamping toast her with Haj. Strictly staff only. All unauthorised parking will result in clamping, together with £75 release charge. Square of 64 smaller squares, 8 rows, 8 columns. Pale blue square, 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 dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale 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 blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, dark blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square, pale blue square. Houghton Street, leading to the Mews. Oldham, A6010, open bracket, A62, close bracket. Rochdale, open bracket, A627, open bracket, M, close bracket, close bracket. Bury, open bracket, A56, close bracket. Ashton U Line, A6010, open bracket, A635, close bracket. Stockport, open bracket, A6, close bracket. Sheffield, open bracket, A57, close bracket. Your Mum's Got Tash, GNK. Elvira Close, E. Ding O. Elsinore Close, T. The T being a white upright and a red cross piece indicating a dead end, no through road. Ash footbridge removed, no access to Manchester, Ashton U Line, the Canal and Lum Lane. Footpath 2.0 m, 6 feet 6 inches. Ice. Supplied by Allied Construction Supplies Limited, Contractor Tools and Equipment, Traffic Management Systems, N 161 7 1438, G Cox. Plumbin. Plumbin? Plumbin? There is no letter missing from that. It is simply Plumbin. 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 BR1002. Chris and Evil. Poke. Home is where you park it. C, for all domestic and industrial. The C, actually, I believe, is an O. The O was on a kind of plastic sign, and the sign around the individual letters has worn off, leaving just the letters behind them. Most of those letters have fallen off. But the O itself has the two halves of it. One half has sort of bent and closed back, covering most of the other side. So the letter was red, not particularly obvious against the wall, but the inside of it is white. So there's this white C shape. So C or O, but C is what I've put. 9 foot 6 inches, 3.0 m. Horses, Samets, Springbridge Road, Vaccination Centre. Fuck the Tories. This is the thing, this will return again. And I could have put in plenty more variants of this. Fuck the Tories, fuck Boris, fuck this, fuck that. 3524650A. You are fantastic, baby. XX. Hid. Don't feed the horses. They are on a strict diet and it could kill them. Thank you. Metropolitan Borough of Stockport, no tipping. Control of Pollution Act, 1974. Any person who deposits waste on any land which is not licensed for the disposal of waste is liable to a fine not exceeding £400 or an indictment to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or a fine or both. The count, kex, ill, not, hesitate, kex, acute, offenders, kex, K. Peter Bounds, Director of Administration. Top path. Thunder and, which I believe is thunder and lightning. There's a graphic of a lightning bolt beneath it. And then underneath that sticker, which itself is on a small yellow sign, 3 is a line of 3 drawings of a cock and balls. An erect cock and balls, as it happens. Not drooping, but proudly erect, if somewhat shoddily drawn. Glasden, open bracket, 5, close bracket. Well, me, to, no, ul, arden, disco, or, par, to s, Manchester, the Trafford Centre. Feed them beans. Feed them beans? Feed them beans? Fuck Boris. Love Rashford, hate Tories. Hepit. 215. And that's 215. The Count Kex, ill not, hid. You are fantastic, baby. XX. Allied Construction Supplies. Footpath. Your mum's got Tash. GNK. pale blue square, 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 square of 64 smaller squares, strictly staff only, all authorised. I, Toge, her, with, the Count, Kex, ill not, Glasdon, Control of Pollution Act 1974, don't feed the horses, Springbridge Road, Samets, for all domestic and industrial, C, Poke, Plumbin, supplied by BR1002, 2.0M, 352465000A, strictly staff only, all unauthorised parking, strictly parking only, all strictly unauthorised, all unauthorised clamping, result, will, together charge, unauthorised staff strictly, together charge, release, £75, 75 pale blue squares, 75, 64, naught raised parking, rest in clamping, towed her, contractor tools and equipment, N 161711438, G Cox Plum Bin, Chris and Evil, fuck the Tories, you are fantastic baby, XX, they are on a strict diet and it could kill them, thank you, you are on a strict diet and it could feed the horses, Metropolitan Borough of Tipping, no control of pollution, disposal of indictment for a term not exceeding the Count, Kex, offenders, Kex, K, Peter, Bounds, Thunder, and underneath, Glaston, 5555215 feed them beans. And I think I'll end it there. Work and other circumstances permitting, should be back at the normal time, 4:30 Friday next week, I hope. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you on Friday next week. Thanks so much for listening. All right, see you soon. Bye.